This is a story about a hike across the northern coast of Spain on the Camino del Norte. So far, we've been hiking west for 2 weeks now, and we've made it 200 of the 515 miles. Of the 200 miles, about 1/4 have been a struggle, 1/2 has been exactly what we dreamed of, and 1/4 have been a rainy mess. Our 515-mile route started in Bilbao, Spain, and ends in the famous city of Santiago de Compostela. Today, we welcome you to part 4, what we are calling the misery. The rain and the wind never stopped, and the temperature continued to fall. The reality of a multi-week hike began to hit us. Smelly clothes, hungry bellies, and non-stop elements. At least we had plenty of coffee and baked goods to get us through. Throughout today's episode, you'll see northern Spain's brutal weather, charming Spanish towns, and a 30-person sleepover, taking you from the towns of Villaviciosa to Luarca. We appreciate you watching and invite you to sit back, subscribe, and enjoy the story.
We've got wind up to 50 kilometers per hour, a lot of rain, and it's gonna be much colder than it's been every other day. So we've been kind of dragging our feet. It's 9:30 in the morning. We still haven't left the hotel room. We're gonna go get coffee, go get breakfast. It looks like if we begin around noon, maybe we'll be able to avoid some of it, but even then, it's gonna be a cold, wet, rainy day. But that's all right.
Some rainy days we took it easy. Some, depending on the distance between towns, forced us to get a move on. This was one of those days.
Not good.
This is our 8th consecutive day of rain. We have now adopted rain mode. Sleep in to avoid the morning rain, sip the coffee extra slow, leave the hostel in our ponchos, and always have our backpack covers on, no matter how funny we look. Not only is this day 8 of rain, but they are projecting 15 more straight days of rain ahead. Despite being halfway on the Camino, we're really just getting started. AKA, we are entering the misery. It rained, and rained, and rained some more. The temperature highs were around 55 to 58 degrees Fahrenheit, or 13 to 15 degrees Celsius, sometimes colder. We learned early on in the rain that if we wore pants, they'd be soaked, and they would not dry the next day. So most of our hiking was done in shorts. The temporary cold meant that we could warm up in our pants at night. Northern Spain is breathtaking, but the fall weather is interesting. You're witnessing us learn firsthand that October is known for being complicated with its weather. The winds off the Cantabrian Sea are strong, rain is more common than sun, and the temperature fluctuates throughout the day. Hence, Meredith's constant wardrobe changes.
Sun!
The rain cleared, the sun came out, and we danced. We mentioned before how our rain protocol includes our backpack's rain cover. This is a must for the Camino. We kind of look like turtles, but they are incredibly effective at keeping everything dry, even in the worst rain that we experienced.
Just a pilgrim. I'm just a pilgrim on my way to Santiago.
One more gust of wind.
There we go again. Here we go.
After the elements left us battered all day, we arrived at the metropolis of Gijón.
$45 hotel room. So nice. This one also comes with a man.
Oh, I can't do any more rain. My feet are cold, my hair is wet, I smell.
Good afternoon.
Woohoo! Oh, it's 12 o'clock now. Okay, yep. Well, guess what?
It's not raining today.
It's not raining. It's day 15 on the hike. Yesterday was a little tough. We had highs, lows, and a lot more lows.
A lot more rain than we anticipated.
Yeah.
It was a lot more cold. It was windy. It was dark. We really did not have that much fun. Would you say it was one of our favorite days?
One of my favorite days.
Amazing how
Yeah,
that happens.
it is crazy. So today, 3 goals, very, very simple. Number 1, stay dry.
So far, so good.
Woohoo! Number 2, we're gonna try to stay at one of those cheaper accommodation places tonight for $9. They have 60 beds. We haven't seen a ton of hikers out, so we're hoping that there's enough room for us.
Historically, we've had bad luck doing this, but tonight we're gonna make it.
Yep, and goal number 3?
Don't get injured, cook our own food, have a snack. There's a lot of other sub goals, but those are our top 2.
There's these shells along the route, and we just passed one. I'm like, oh, Colin, you think we go straight? Do you think we take a left? And he's like, oh, normally we go the direction of the butt of the shell. We've been doing this for 2 weeks, and that is the first time I put that together. Guess how far I'd make it on my own? That's very.
The scallop shell is a bona fide symbol of this pilgrimage, and one of the most common wayfinding techniques that's etched along the trail. There are many theories around why the scallop shell is associated with the Camino and St. James. The most widely accepted theory, though, is that it was used by returning pilgrims as proof that they had made it to Santiago. You'll see plenty of these shells with the red cross hanging from pilgrims' bags. Despite eating lots of scallops, we never actually saw these shells washed up anywhere. We in fact only saw them in gift shops. But they're still the symbol. This was the largest and cheapest accommodation we found throughout the journey. €9 per night per person, and as a bonus perk, we got to enjoy a sleepover with about 30 of our closest friends, many of whom snored. One who didn't snore was our new friend Hannah from Taiwan. We met her on our walk today and enjoyed sharing dinner with her, eating as healthy and fresh as possible, including some boiled chestnuts for dessert. At peak season, this hostel would be packed with 60 pilgrims. We were there in off-season and there were still over 30. At this point in the trail, there were still a decent number of pilgrims on the journey, and we came to learn that many people pick Gijón as a starting destination, so there were some new faces. This hostel provided sheets for sanitation, and there's a kitchen provided to help you cook your own meals. We planned for this ahead of time using the Buen Camino app, and stopped at a nearby grocery store after checking in. So this is what we have. We have the first cinnamon roll in Spain or France or Switzerland that we were able to find. It is a Sunday morning. We are at Santa Gloria Coffee and Bakery. And let's see how it goes. It's pretty good. It's really good. Oh man.
Alright, I want to bite.
I love cinnamon rolls. I've been reviewing and rating them for years. Santa Gloria did a phenomenal job. It wasn't healthy, which is exactly what I wanted. It was a well-balanced dough and heavy on the cinnamon with a stellar vanilla icing. Well done. Good morning, the sun is just out. Let's see how long until we need a wardrobe change.
This is not my fault.
Bringing back the baguette. But that didn't last long. Wardrobe change number 1. You missed it. It's wardrobe change number 2.
Doesn't count, just a bandana.
We had to stop and she dug through the bag for the bandana. Hannah was our first friend we spent multiple days walking with. She embarked on this journey alone, and with her fun and outgoing personality, her popularity on the trail came as no surprise. We loved getting to swap tales and learn from her. Mare and Hannah were instantly inseparable. I made a lot of friends along the trail too. Goats and cows were everywhere, but they're not much for conversation. You can see I tried to insert myself in the middle, but new Camino friends are fast friends.
Frog? Let's see, I think that's the proper technique here. Yes. All right, you're stuffed. Hannah, you get 3 more shoe ties the rest of today.
I'll try to do this one really good.
Starting now.
Double bunny ears or nothing.
Yes, okay.
Big moment.
Out and about, out in nature.
Filming in 4K.
We're definitely not using the voice in this video. My thighs are cold. Like her girl.
It was a beautiful day of hiking. Overcast, wet, but no hard rain. A perfect day to sit with my own thoughts while these two besties shared theirs. Mare must still be upset about the tunnel from 2 weeks before.
I really love
Somehow, it's not a rest day, but the surf is huge. After many beautiful miles, we arrive, more or less dry, to Cudillero. Tonight, we picked an Airbnb with Hannah, as we plan to spend 2 nights here, taking a rest day tomorrow due to an exceptionally bad weather forecast. Even with the third person, getting into accommodations is difficult. It's the second floor, technically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I get it.
Wow, that's nice. This is good. Wow.
Look at your bed. Yes.
This is so cool.
This is fun. It feels a little bit like back to childhood. Yeah, we're gonna have a slumber party, guys.
Oh my.
Oh wait, do you have my phone? Here.
I do not.
We got
This is cool.
This is great.
Like we said before, when you can split accommodations, they get cheap. This was the same cost per person as most hostels. After saying goodbye to Hannah, as she had to hit the road, we did take a rest day, as it was pouring rain. As a reminder, 5 days on, 1 day off. Today we plan to do what Colin and Mare do best on rest days. Eat, sit, and pretend we're gonna spend all day resting, instead of on our feet. And like what Colin and Mare do best, we got restless and spent the afternoon on our feet.
I'm gonna run into anything, okay? I'm always the kind of person that makes fun of people wearing a vest. I'm like, if you're gonna wear a vest, you might as well just wear a whole jacket. But I gotta tell you, Hannah left this and it is really warm. So we might be stopping at Decathlon and buying a vest. Oh, the sun.
It's been an amazing rest day in Cudillero. We're out for a walk because the sun is finally out and it stopped raining. But as Meredith just made an observation, they don't make these sidewalks for hand-holding. So we're walking single file and she's getting further and further away from me.
Also, I would like to note, one of our goals every day is to hit at least 40,000 steps while we're doing the Camino. But my goal for today was to be under 5,000 steps. And right now, we're at 3,700. So we gotta turn this ship around pretty soon.
She's famous. She's famous and she's walking down the street. Stop looking at the camera. You're famous. You don't do that. Cudillero was a beautiful city on Asturias' coast. The small port town has retained its maritime charm and its slow pace of life. We loved it. And the colors of the town shone through even on the cloudy day.
I'm so glad we took a rest day today.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty recovered actually. Like, I think just not moving all day and honestly watching movies and drinking tea was pretty good.
Yeehaw!
You can hold hands on this street.
You can. Just one more reason to be on the northern route. These beautiful port cities make it magical every night. This arbitrary goal of under 5,000 steps today, we're not going to hit that goal because Meredith saw something she liked and she is after it now. That's us right there. Been in Spain for 3 weeks now and have dramatically improved our Spanish, especially around ordering food checking into hostels, and saying, Buen Camino. We're still working on our archaeological sign translations, though. This is Meredith pretending she can read Spanish.
Oh, it's in English too.
Just kidding. It's in English.
The works were approved on May 16th, 1892. Well, I'm here to test it out to make sure it's still within what we need it to be. Oh, you can't hike into it, I don't think.
Oh.
Oh no, you can't. I ain't going in.
Wow, I'm going in.
No, you're not.
Whoa!
Where are you going in?
I don't know what this is. I don't know why they built it. But it's pretty cool. That's my girlfriend. She is not coming in. She's recording me going in. So, starting 2 days ago, I've started having some shin problems. So it was my decision, a joint decision, but because of me, that we're taking a rest day today. We've done a great job, and we had a goal, and we're failing at the goal, but also, how can you not walk through this tunnel? You gotta walk through the tunnel.
It's 6 p.m. and Colin got antsy, and so we're already on a hike again.
Yeah, I lost patience. I had to do something. Getting to the end of the tunnel, and I must say I'm a little disappointed. It is not that impressive looking.
When we were at a distance, this looked really impressive.
It looked really cool from far away, and now that we're here, is it a parking lot? Or does it keep going? Alright, it looks like it keeps going.
Free candy if we keep going, the sign says.
Free candy. There's one more problem we're running into on the Camino that we did not expect. And this has nothing to do with being on trail, it has to do with being off trail. Or more specifically with smelling
Let me
off
walk
trail.
you through what's going on. So, everywhere we've been staying, they don't have dryers. Just normally not a big deal, except for it's been raining a lot, and so it's really humid, and our stuff has not been drying at all. And so it's just smelling worse. So it's like the lesser of the two evils. Like, do we wash it and then risk it smelling bad from not drying? Or do we let it smell as is?
This time we took the risk, like we always do, of washing it and letting it not dry. And so far, it looks like it is not going to dry. Oh look, more rain. And our clothes are still not dry.
So we didn't start our hiking adventure today until noon, and it pays to wait until noon.
It sure does. By sleeping in and relaxing in the morning instead of in the evening, we felt like geniuses being dry and soaking up the sunshine. Although, our clothes never did fully dry as we waited. This northern view never gets old. At this point in the trail, we kept our bags' rain covers on, rain or shine, because the rain could come out of nowhere. Liar? Now that's my kind of sign. Well, 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 look what we have here.
I don't want to talk about it.
Is that another wardrobe change?
It got really hot out, and you know it.
Oh, I know it's hot out. That's why I had my one wardrobe change into an appropriate amount of gear.
Oh wait, all my stuff's in your bag.
So this is not an ad yet. Maybe it will be in the future. Almost every day on the Camino, we've had these Dannon YoPro 25 grams protein shakes, and they are awesome. because the one thing that's challenging to get for breakfast, lunch, and sometimes dinner is any form of protein. And I'm not like a protein kind of guy, but it is nice that for €2, we can get 25 grams of protein, some calcium, some other stuff, just to know that as we're hiking all day, we're gonna be okay. Tell me why you want to move to Alaska.
My thighs are cold. Colin didn't mention to tell me that I had a milk mustache in the last video. Just so embarrassing. What's wrong with you?
It's out of love.
All right, so lunch break over. We've got 9 miles left to go today, maybe 7, maybe 9. I'm gonna go with 9, just to be on the safe side. And we're almost out of snacks. We're almost an hour and a half into this day. So, we're gonna make it.
We were so focused on drying clothes that we forgot to buy snacks. Watching us trudge through the wind, racing the pending rain, we cannot help but remember this walk used to be a sentence for criminals in the Middle Ages. Yes, that's right. Instead of serving a jail sentence, criminals were made to walk the Camino. Upon reaching Santiago, they would receive a certificate as confirmation that they had served their sentence, and thus were free, rid of their sins, and quite often reformed people of society. I'm not sure what crime we committed, but we're sure feeling our sentence now.
So it is beautiful, but it's also really windy. There, how's it looking?
Windy!
Windy for sure. Hi, Horsey.
You gotta stay hydrated out there.
This is Navigator Colin checking in. We keep going this direction. There's no turn off yet. Eventually there'll be a split off. We don't want yellow, we want blue. Blue takes us to...
home?
The place tonight.
Action. That's the tree.
Huh.
We gotta get out of here.
Somehow we are stopped for coffee again. What do you have to say for yourself, Mare?
I love you. Thank you for supporting my coffee addictions.
I've been practicing my Spanish numbers recently, and a big area of practice is when we go out to a store and we buy something and they say how much it costs. And before I look at anything, I always think in my head, I think it's whatever amount it is. Today at the coffee shop though, I had all my coins out on the table and I was ready. I said, "Cuánto dinero?" And she just started grabbing the coins. It was $3.60, Tracy's the same. But I didn't get to practice that. Now, second thing is, if you pay for something in coins, which you do a lot in Europe because they have big coins, it's free. Absolutely free. Doesn't matter how much it actually costs, if you pay in coins, it's free, it's great. The Asturias architecture is impossibly charming. This is a spooky time in October.
This is kind of a spooky tunnel, though, I'll be honest. I'm not loving it. Stop it, get out of here.
Today was a nice, easy day following our rest day. Extra easy because it was supposed to rain all day, but we left at noon and had sunshine. Now we're at Novellana, and we're gonna check in here pretty soon, hopefully. Easy day. Spoke too soon. That does not look like hotel, restaurant, wherever we're supposed to stay. We have not found it yet. Update update, we found it. Time to check in and dream. So we are in. This place looks nice, it smells nice. However, nobody here. Nobody home. As a reminder, we tended to make our reservations day of, finding accommodations on the Buen Camino app. So we made it to the 3rd floor. A very nice man took my sweaty bag up here for us, and check out our accommodation for tonight.
Come on in. So we've really upgraded the places that we've been staying lately, and this one might be one of the best. So, for starters, we've got an awesome bed. And it's not 2 twin beds pushed together, it's one cohesive bed.
Thank goodness.
So nice. We've got a fan, which we haven't had yet on our Camino experience.
Amazing.
We'll be in. And here, we've got a closet, which I don't think we'll be settling into too much, but it does a good little benefit. Now, come over here, this is the best part. We've got these ladders and a window that opens up to the most amazing view of this area. How amazing is that? And I think we're gonna have a pretty good sunset from here. Not that we'll be in the room. We'll probably be doing something cool, but you know, if we were here, good sunset. Now, we also have a bathroom. Ta-da! With a hairdryer in the morning. How luxurious is that?
Great work.
Yes.
Its own window.
And we have towels. Oh, I think there's
On the bed.
Okay.
Nice shower. Look at that shower head.
And I think
love a good shower head.
this place also came with breakfast for tomorrow, and I think we spent about $60 US on it. So, not bad.
Not bad at all.
It's definitely one of the more expensive places we've booked, but
It's one of the more expensive places we booked. However, when the hostel next door was $55 and this was $60,
we're like, all right.
I'd say it's worth the extra $5. Buenos dias.
We stayed at the best hotel last night.
It is El Fernon. Oh,
There
El
we go.
Fernon.
It was a little bit pricier than the places we've been staying before. I think it was like
about €8 more.
Yeah, it was like $60. But it was so worth it. I feel so refreshed and ready to go today.
Hot showers, extremely comfortable beds, and
Yeah.
how much noise did we hear?
None, which is amazing. I can't tell you how many nights we like lay down and then there's a party or something happens and it's so freaking loud. And here it's been really quiet, which is great.
And we had the best breakfast that was included
Yeah.
that we've had in Spain since we got to Spain 3 weeks ago. #1 breakfast here at El Fernon.
Yeah, we had
and it was
eggs,
included.
bread, tomato, 2 cups of coffee.
Muffins
Amazing.
and fruit. They
Yeah.
took a fruit order, which was very
Yeah.
fun. He's like, oh, and what fruit would you like? Obviously, it was in Spanish, so we're like,
I thought he was asking what juice we wanted, so Colin ordered kiwi, and I was like, you're getting kiwi juice? Turns out it was just fruit.
It was just fruit.
Yeah, but
It was great.
Today's
Great experience.
a very special day.
Tell them why it's a special day, Meredith.
All right, we are gonna go stay with my brother's host family when he studied abroad 5 years ago here in Spain, which is the whole reason we're doing this specific route and why we're here today. So we're really excited. We're gonna have 2 nights with them. And I think it's gonna be a great time.
I'm so excited to meet them. Mason has told us so many good things about them.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be great.
Yeah, and if you've watched enough of our videos, you know we love staying with a host. So I think this is gonna make it extra special.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, see you in a bit. That's our hotel. We stayed in that top corner room, so we had an amazing view.
Best view. As you can see, this is a Spanish hotel, not your typical Motel 6. It's charming, beautiful, comfortable, and pretty unique. Novellana.
All right, every town we've passed in this region has had one of these houses next to most homes. There's actually a perfect example right over there. I don't yet know the history behind this or what this symbolizes, but that's going to be one of the questions we ask Mason's host family is what are these things? But they're pretty cool, and I wonder if you can open the door. Can't open the door. What happened, honey?
Well, I'll be taking these shoes off now. We're crossing the creek down there. I step on one log, and as I put my weight on it to move my foot to the other log, that log, boom. So this foot goes in, and I'm like, whoa, and that foot goes in. It's bedrock time, baby.
Yeah, time to do it.
So it is day 20, and as you can see, it is another rainy day.
It wasn't even forecasted today.
Not forecasted. You can just never know what the Camino's gonna throw at you, especially with the rain. There's so much rain. Anyway, camera's going away now. The rain has passed, the sun is out, and we did a little bit more research on what those buildings are, so stay tuned for that lesson. Meredith found a beach. We're going to the waves, they're crashing, they're exploding. It looks very cool from far away. Ooh, butterfly. And we're going and we're going. It's hard to run with a backpack, so now we're walking. This is another example of why we are here. An hour and a half listening to the wind and the waves of the Atlantic Ocean and the Cantabrian Sea. We didn't see a soul the entire time. I'm not sure what beach we are at, but it is beautiful. We are alone, and just listen to the sound that the rocks make when the waves crash against them and pull out. It's beautiful. In addition to the cold and the wet, the rain brings mud. Lots of it. One more reason sandals are not a bad idea. We just had a fantastic snack of peanut butter, can't shake the habit, crackers and dates grown locally here in España. And boy, did we have a great view. Watching the waves crash on the rocks. Northern Spain is just so much more pretty than we imagined.
It is. That's all I have to contribute.
Behind the scenes footage of Meredith flossing, overlooking the ocean.
We don't have dental insurance. You gotta take good care of your teeth out here.
This might be the most cinematic and beautiful recording of anyone ever flossing their teeth.
So the forecast says tomorrow is going to be crazy stormy, which is great because we're taking a rest day with our host family. But today is so dang windy.
It's windy again!
It makes it hard to walk up hills. It makes it hard to talk, but it's good.
With backpacks full of smelly clothes, spirits full of excitement, and tired legs, we arrive to just outside of Luarca and are greeted by the most generous family. Although we refer to this section of our journey as the misery, it was in fact some of our best memories. Join us next week as we wrap up this 5-part adventure with the finale, our final days of the Camino de Santiago.
We are lost.
The journey ends the same way it began. Off the Camino, just figuring it out.
I don't know how. We're literally in the town we're supposed to be in, but we're off trail yet again.